Let's talk about what we just got done and where we're at. We did a nice training so we know how to be safe at the beam line. We prepped our samples. So we have 3 different sample types that we're looking at today. We're looking at
shark tissue.
Great. We're looking at elephant leaves, and we're looking at
2 different kinds of dinosaur teeth.
Dinosaur teeth. Excellent. We're going to see what the different elemental composition of your samples are. So the beam is going to be going on any minute. Actually, let's take a look. There he is. The red light's on. The beam is on. So let's go take a look, find our samples, and see what they're made of. The Spark program for me makes me a better teacher. It makes me a better scientist myself. I'm a lifelong learner. I just want to learn as much as I can, and so to be able to do that here and with my students is an incredible opportunity.
The SPARK program stands for Students Partnerships for Advanced Research and Knowledge. It is a program at Brookhaven National Lab where students and teachers from all across Long Island collaborate in research projects that are of interest. Brookhaven National Laboratory is one of the 17 national labs funded by the Department of Energy. And we work together with our teachers in the area in the development of the next generation of STEM professionals, and we're very proud of that.
This is my 2nd year at the Spark program, and that has really made my career path so clear, because being able to come to the lab every day and get the hands-on experience and being able to see actually what I'm going to do in the future is just amazing.
There's always been a draw for me of real science, because there's a difference between high school science sitting in a classroom and coming out here to Brookhaven and participating in a real lab. So this provided me the real experience I was looking for.
This program encourages students and gets them excited about STEM, basically through the very experiences that they have. Students are working in high-tech laboratories. They're using current laboratory experiments. They're using current equipment. They're using equipment that they know costs millions of dollars. And just that in and of itself is something that really gets them excited.
Being able to come here gives me almost like a sense of purpose, because I don't do sports, so I don't really know that team feeling, and have my team here is so rewarding.
One of the incredible parts of the Spark program is that the students are treated like scientists. They have to write proposals like every other scientist that are reviewed and have to be scored a certain way in order to be accepted. They're given the tools that they need to put together their samples and to analyze their data. It's important to understand that this is not just any student. This is a student who is passionate about science. This is a student who's willing to go the extra mile, put in the extra time, because sometimes we're here late, sometimes we're here often on weekends. But these kids are all in. They just want to learn as much as they can.
Everybody here discovers their own self. I thought I was going to be majoring in biology until I found out my true love, like physics and chemistry. I discovered through the mentors I had here, it's very independent and they want you to succeed. They care about you. They care about your success and your future. They basically let you take the wheel and drive. And that's literally what we do here. We drive the machine, and they teach us obviously beforehand. Everything's very independent. They're just supporting us, and I'm very thankful for that.
This also gives my students an opportunity to have access to a first-class national laboratory using tools such as the National Synchrotron Light Source 2 to advance science research and to learn things that they never would have had the experience of learning in a traditional classroom.
NSLS2 stands for the National Synchrotron Light Source. It's number 2 because it's the 2nd in its generation. It's basically a very, very bright X-ray machine. We like to think of it as an X-ray microscope, where we make very, very tiny beams of X-rays, very different than you would get at the doctor's office or the dentist's office. We can use to shine on very small samples to understand both the atomic structure and what the actual composition of those tiny materials are made out of. We collect those X-rays to do experiments.
I'm working on protein crystallography, which is the process of taking a protein and turning it into a crystal.
When we find a protein, we mark it and find the shape. We do data analysis on it, and then we determine what kind of protein it is and whether it could be suitable for drug discovery.
For me to work here is really cool. And then especially when I can go home and tell my family I operated $1 billion machine.